Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about awkwardness because it's something that I come across an awful lot. Rather unsurprisingly, it takes a while for people to open up to me to have a discussion on things, and the whole awkward silence thing is something that they need to get over because often, as I've said before, most of what coaching is me sitting there and asking questions. If someone doesn't give me an answer, I'm going to give them the time to find that answer. I will sit there in silence and wait for them to catch up. Um, and so, one of these things is that people at times find it very unnerving just sitting in silence. And I completely understand that. We're social animals. We're supposed to converse with each other and interact with each other in potentially quite loud ways. However, there are a couple of things that I'd like to bring up. Firstly, the thing that's stood out to me, especially when I first started coaching, when I was doing a lot more in the way of relationship and dating coaching, which was is very much still one of the most interesting areas that I've worked in. Some of those things that I was hearing from people was that, especially when they were going on dates, not just picking people up, the awkward silence would be the killer. It's like, okay, so why was the silence? What was it that made the silence awkward? Oh, we just weren't talking. Okay, but was that enjoying silence together or was that awkward? And the difference in those two things is literally what's happening in your head. There's no other element to it that this is awkward and this isn't. It's literally a case of if it's silent, but you're sat there in silence together and there's no issue in your mind, then at least for you it's a comfortable silence. If it's not though, and you're worried about saying the next thing or the next thing that needs to be said or what they're thinking, then all of a sudden it becomes awkward, and the other person who may very well have been enjoying just a comfortable silence with you whilst you sat and drank coffee, or whilst you were sat with your life coach waiting for the next question to come because you didn't have any more to say, those things um, those things will stand out to the other person. They most people are quite good at picking up non-verbal cues, even if they don't necessarily realize what they're picking up. And as a result, if you suddenly get awkward just because the conversation has stopped, then there's a good chance that the other person's going to get uncomfortable because they think that something's wrong. So, in regards to awkwardness, the first thing that I want to bring up is literally that it's in your head. There's nothing else to it. You just literally have to change your thinking on what is an awkward silence and what isn't an awkward silence. The second thing is that I just want to bring up is, by extension to that, is there ever an awkward silence? If you make yourself in one way or another comfortable in everything that you are doing, in the places that you're discussing, in the things that you're doing, then is there ever going to be another awkward silence? And granted, there probably will be one somewhere along the line throughout your life, but if you're thinking, well, actually, I'm comfortable, I'm fine, there's no problem, I'm just going to sit here and smile, then in those situations, is there ever going to be a situation where just in talking to a person and having the conversation naturally die out, is it going to be awkward? I mean, there are times when I sit with my girlfriend now and we're both in silence and we're both doing different things, or we're both doing the same thing but we're still in silence, completely comfortable because I'm doing something with someone that I like and that I care about and that I'm in a good situation with. And so the thing is, though, then let's say that I'm meeting a new business partner, I'm meeting someone at a networking event, I'm doing whatever, and I come and bounce across a person. Not literally, that would be bad, but I just turn up and start talking to people. Is it awkward? Well, no, it's not. Why? Because why would it be? Oh, because you don't know them. Oh, because of this. Oh, because of that. Yeah, but do any of those things really matter? Because if I interact with this person and they come back to me for something, then that's a good start, right? And so there's no reason to be awkward. And if they don't do that, then I'm likely to never see that person again, in which case what's the point of being awkward? It's a thing that hits a lot of people, especially in my experience in regards to the people that I've been talking to, young men more recently, because they feel very disempowered and kind of removed from things, because being forward is often seen as being too aggressive in certain instances. And it's like, there's a difference between kind of being relaxed and just speaking your mind, and trying to attract attention or trying to engage someone in conversation by basically nailing them to a chair and having them sit there even through the silences and everything else. And so it's a tough one, and trying to change the way that you think can at times be really different and really difficult, because no one thing will work for everybody. I did it by just realizing that it really didn't matter. The way that I personally have been able to get over stuff when I was a very shy kid, and I was very conservative, and I was actually quite religious and all that kind of thing as well. The way that I managed to get over all of those things, was by paying attention to my surroundings, picking up more information, and then just realizing that I didn't need to give a shit. But obviously that won't work for everybody. So tell me what you guys think. Is awkwardness just all in your head? How have you guys managed to get over it in the past? Do you still suffer from anxiety and issues around your social awkwardness today? I would imagine that there are a fair number of you that do. Anyway, if you found this interesting, if it gave you something to think about, please leave us a like. If you'd like to see more, then subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.